Number 4, having an accountability partner. One of the strongest forces there is for people today is social measure, but you can use it to your benefit. When I'm tempted, I'll send a text to my friend who happens to be my accountability partner, saying something like,
No, so tempted. Get a jerk off, help. It seems everyone in chat right now is a little too excitable. There was a trending hashtag today about testicles. Now every single person here is just constantly writing testicle titles to films. 20,000 Testicles into the Sea, Rise of the Planet Testicles, West Side Testicles, Peas Stored in the Testicles, Testicle versus the Volcano. I know who would win that one.
The best NoFap strategy. Hello guys, welcome back to Alpha Show, a channel that will completely change your life from negative to positive and make you the person you always wanted to be. Yes. After this video, you will have learned the best NoFap strategy to finally quit the habit that constantly makes you hate yourself and feel powerless. Masturbation can be depressive, especially when someone really desires to stop it. They feel they have no self-control and their life is spiraling out of reach while they just watch it swing away on masturbation session after another. No one deserves to feel the hell that comes with the frustrating overindulgence in masturbation. This is about a problem that is not so easy to quit. Even married men battle with masturbation, but hey, I come bearing great news.
Married men masturbate? Even though they have a sex vessel? They still masturbate? Wow. I'm shocked.
This video is about proven and practical steps on how to be totally free from the devastating grip of masturbation. Let me start with a substantial question. If masturbation is really healthy, according to doctors and other health practitioners, why do thousands of people keep sharing harrowing experiences and their desires to quit porn and masturbation for good?
Oh, because there's a difference between addiction and just people doing something that is perfectly normal and actually is pretty much recommended by most health practitioners and doctors. Yeah, there's a huge difference between the two of them. And also, if you're just going to use anecdotes, that's not really how people like to collect data. It's kind of a strange way of doing it. There could be thousands of people who have injured themselves while masturbating, and they've all got a very bad idea of what the process is like. That's just the way.
Maybe these things aren't so healthy after all. So, scientists are wrong on this one. Science cannot prove any negative effect of porn and masturbation on our health. In fact, it advocates for more consumption of these things, especially masturbation, citing various healthy benefits. But a stinging effect these habits all have on us is far more psychological than physical, and that is why addiction is so crushing and overpowering. Check out my What Porn Does to Your Brain video for the psychological impact of these addictions. I also shared more insight.
You know that these are separate things, though, right? Like masturbating and porn are two separate things. Like you don't only exclusively need porn to masturbate. Some people, in fact, don't even enjoy porn. There's also people who don't enjoy masturbation as well.
You should consider your masturbation and porn habits because they could potentially derail you on your path to mastery in your craft. The life you have always wanted is attainable, but addiction would be the enemy. You should watch My Porn is Destroying Your Life.
I mean, that's got to be such a weird mentality to go through life, because you're told two things, right? You're told basically that you have to clean up your room, like there's a meritocratic system. You have to basically, your only achievements will be done at your own hands. And so you basically have to, like, it's up to you. Your life is on you to be successful or not. But what's holding you back is nothing else other than you jerking off. Like, that's truly what's in your way. You could be as successful as you want to be. You could be a titan of industry right now, but you keep jerking off. And if you could just stop jerking off, preserve the life essence, a la Doctor Strange, then you'll be fine. You'll be a mastery of your essence.
What is NoFap? Just to make sure that we're on the same track, I know I've been using some terms that some aren't really familiar with. I'll shortly explain what NoFap is. It is a movement that started on a Reddit forum discussion in 2011 about trying to quit masturbation. The movement commenced following the release of a study that showed a 145.7% increase in testosterone levels in men when compared to the former baseline amount, just after 7 days of not masturbating. The Reddit universe went crazy over this claim.
That is wild. I'm sure you have a link to the study. No link to the study, just links to your own channels and other videos. Well, that's cool. You're going to name the study, though, right? You're just going to say, you're just going to leave that out there. 145.7% increase in testosterone, and that's, All right.
So NoFap became a thing, and the discussion moved from Reddit to a wider stage on the internet. While many are advocates of the movement's ideas, several people are skeptical about its effectiveness. NoFap rules. NoFap has a website, and according to it, there aren't any really rigid rules. However, the community encourages participants to abstain from masturbation, porn use, and possibly partner sex for a particular time. So NoFap cautions about porn, masturbation, orgasm, also known as PMO. Some proponents of NoFap also try to avoid edging, which is the practice of bringing yourself to just the cusp of orgasm and then stopping.
Why was that a cheat they'd figured out for a while? It was like, oh God, if I just edge for 8 hours a day, I won't go to hell.
This is seen by some in the movement as masturbating without achieving orgasm. Many proponents also regard porn as anything that would compel them to masturbate. Essentially, it does not have to involve nudity, but just be sexually suggestive enough to cause significant arousal.
So masturbate to the trees then. That one's okay. That's another loophole. 2 loopholes. We got one. Just edge yourself or masturbate to trees.
Therefore, NoFap likes to keep its rules from being insanely rigid. Everyone has various goals and motivations that this community wants to encourage. The major goal, as NoFap sees it, is to reboot the brain. They hope to assist those involved to reset their neural pathway, so sex compulsions do not have such an appeal. This reboot
totally based in science, by the way. It's amazing. You know, if you work hard and you really put your mind to it and you stop touching your penis, you can rewire your entire brain to be an alpha male. That's how it's happening.
It's supposed to be for 90 days, although NoFap leaves this open to the discretion and interpretations of participants.
No worries.
The best NoFap strategy. There is no one-size-fits-all method to abstaining from PMO, but there must be a strategy in place. If you are serious about NoFap, you must embark on a concrete plan that will see you triumph, or else you will relapse.
Like, it's really hard for me to get through this because, like, you know, my particular kink is when I watch infographic shows and then, you know, there's a hand that pops out and then draws little things quickly. That's so, I mean, but you got a strategy for me.
Much to your disappointment. Because there are no strict guidelines as to quitting an addiction, the NoFap strategy I'm about to unravel is subjective, as it worked effectively for me. So I'll be sharing my experience, the challenges with each step on the way, and ultimately how I became PMO-free.
Oh.
So, are you ready to be PMO-free and have developed a strong resolve? This is where the journey started for me. I came to the realization that porn and masturbation were holding me back from being the best version of myself, so I chose to stop.
And now you've got a YouTube channel with 32.2 thousand subscribers. Wow, this could be you too, chat. If you just stop touching yourself, put yourself and dedicate yourself, you can make the alpha show and teach others the secrets to success.
Them and set my gaze on the prize. The strategy I'm about to share is also for those who have repeatedly tried out several organized and formal plans to quit, but
and
ended
552
up stuck
views? No way. Didn't even look at that. Wow, good eye. Hey, it'll pick up. It always does.
Number 1, change a habit at a time.
Okay.
According to a study, if you focus on establishing a habit for 30 days, your likelihood of continuing that habit a year later is 80%. However, if you add a second habit to those 30 days, your 1-year success rate drops significantly to 35%. So adding one more thing means that you are probably going to fail at both. What is required of you is to choose one habit and be patient. Remember, you are in the game for the long haul. Be it an investment, a degree, a career in tech, coming from a non-STEM background, queue for COVID vaccination, and so on. Things that are worthwhile all require patience. And if you will leave that habit you've been struggling with, you can't afford to be impatient with yourself. So, one habit at a time, it helps you keep a focused mindset on your goal. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you will often have the consciousness that NoFap is the end goal. If you want to achieve something, keep your goal short. Yes, when the desired goal is elaborate or complex, it could be hard to reach. But when it is simple and clear, you will hardly be distracted.
Hardly be distracted?
Chance that you will sight threats from afar, and that will help you neutralize them even before they arrive. For example, you avoid things that easily crumble your resolve as regards to pornography and masturbation. It could be a TV show or a certain place you pass. By avoiding these triggers, you place yourself in a position not to be vulnerable. The harder it is to be vulnerable, the stronger your grip over unwanted habits.
I do want
Just make
grip
sure it is one habit at a time, as earlier said. You've got to be strategic in applying your NoFap strategy. Furthermore, you can do other things during the 30 days of staying away from the habit, but just keep the major thing the major thing. In my experience, the major thing was NoFap, but I added a daily cold showers and early sleep. Add these: daily medication, some sort of exercise, keeping my room tidy and clean, practicing a hobby I enjoy, staying hydrated, eating fruit and vegetables every day. You should check out my No Nut Plus Cold Showers 30 Days video for more on these. Those are bonuses, though. Getting a cold shower, for example.
That's wild. So if you have some cold showers and you stop masturbating, you also get shredded. Shredded. Look at this. That's all it takes.
Was not really the main thing for me, and I actually didn't care if I didn't get those things during the day. Then, the only thing that determined success or failure for me was NoFap. Also, note that it is not easy to maintain a long-term schedule. It requires dedication and hard work. With time, it will become a natural part of your life and routine, but early on, you may have...
Like, the thing that's so sad about all this is that it's going to play into people who watch this, especially, like, you know, young men who all of a sudden, it's like, it's the same vilification you would feel under Catholicism. Like, you're meant to feel shame because you didn't achieve this big accomplishment. It's like you set yourself up so much for this. It's like, oh man, I planned my whole month out. I'm going to get exercise, daily medication, but the most important thing is I never touch my own penis, and I'm never aroused by things around me. That is bad. That's the wrong thing. But if I could just accomplish that for 30 days, and then, like, what, he accidentally masturbates and he's gonna, like, fuck, I've ruined it. I'm a failure. I'm a failure as a man because I jerked off. God damn. If I had only achieved this, I could look like this.
You have to force yourself to do the activities, and that is fine. Number 2, keep a sticker chart. This is a visual representation of your journey, and it can be motivating. Here is what I mean. Use a calendar, if possible, print and post on your fridge, anything that works for you. Then give yourself a star for every day you follow your good habit. This lets you see your progress and even gives you pure satisfaction. If you follow through, without a doubt, your brain will approach what you're doing as a worthwhile venture. So a sense of seriousness is duly engendered. Number 3, be occupied. In your NoFap journey, being occupied is how you position yourself not to be vulnerable. And truth be told, you will be tempted. You will have moments when you just want to quit and run back to masturbation and porn. What will you do when you find yourself alone, depressed, bored, and a computer is staring you in the face? Without a plan, you are done for. I plan to do 20 to 30 prostrations, then I'll send a text of what I just did to my accountability partner, my friend. And if I'm within reach, I'll take a...
So, modern day cat o' nine tails is what I'm hearing. And also, if you're near a computer, you're done for? Probably because you haven't masturbated in months. Like, yeah, sure. But, like, normal dudes, when they go by a computer, it's not like... Fuck! Like, that kind of screams extreme sexual frustration.
Cold shower as well. A physical frustration is to go from standing, kneeling, and touching the forehead to the ground. All the while, I'm reciting quotes in my head. The details of the quotes do not matter. What does is that my plan required a physical action that keeps me...
All normal stuff. Just totally normal stuff. You know what? It's great. You know, like, yeah, you've got the biggest blue balls possible. You're frustrated. You're angry. You're just going to start standing, kneeling, reciting quotes in your head. The whole thing just like, yeah, it screams normal. This is great behavior.
Number 4, having an accountability partner. One of the strongest forces there is for people today is social measure, but you can use it to your benefit. When I'm tempted, I'll send a text to my friend who happens to be my accountability partner, saying something like,
No, so tempted. Get a jerk off, help.
think I might screw up. Please let's see later today. Ensure that the account...
Please let's see. Come over, hurry. Oh yeah, totally. I'll be there right away. Don't start.
Accountability partner is someone you can trust, who is reliable, and whose opinion you value. Number 5, daily reinforcements. Yes. I reinforced my NoFap ideas and growth steps regularly. I also joined a NoFap group where I shared my story and progress. It was like a daily update, and I discovered that it helped a lot of people who were struggling too. Daily reinforcement can have an impact on the community as much as it does on you. I also get thrilled regarding people's success stories every day. It's so refreshing to see people genuinely happy just from making difficult life decisions.
Good.
Number 6, discard temptations. Like I said earlier, temptations will come and you must expect them. But do not give in to that strong compulsion. Please understand that the more temptation you allow festering around you, the more likely you will relapse. So work on your willpower and exercise it. If you are faced with enough temptation, it will overpower your willpower and you'll cave in. Get rid of your porn stash, put a filter on your computer, avoid situations where you typically watch porn, masturbate, and orgasm. Leaving that inviting material around doesn't make you stronger, it just makes it easier to undo all the efforts you've put in to stop this habit.
Of course.
Number 7, keep your eyes on the prize. One step at a time. Don't think of how you will go through this month without watching porn and masturbating. Rather, set your mind on how you will go through that day without indulging in the habit. Having a 30 to 60 to 90 day plan with less fun.
This would make you think about it so much more than a normal human being does. This is the weirdest little torture. Like, why are you like, make sure you constantly think about why you're not masturbating and constantly think about why things shouldn't arouse you, and make sure you go to areas where you don't face temptation. And if you do face temptation, make sure to text your partner or friend, your accountability buddy, and tell them about how tempted you're feeling right in that moment and that they need your help and they need to come over immediately so they can help you with your temptation. Like, what the fuck? Oh, I skipped over the whole like kneeling on the ground and reciting quotes in your head.
Focus on your immediate challenges will sound too big and daunting. Going PMO free today gives you the confidence to achieve the same thing tomorrow and on. Nothing can force you to relapse at this moment. This is where you have the choice and power. Tomorrow is not within your control, much less 90 days from now, but today is all you've got. So, there you have it, 7 practical things that explain my NoFap journey. It's the best strategy that worked for me, and I'll keep recommending it. You could falter along the way, but do not beat yourself up. As long as you're ready to take the NoFap challenge again and leave behind other destructive habits, it will work for you. Thanks for watching.
Weird. That's so weird. Yeah, so everybody, don't do any of that. That's super strange. That's what ISIS does. They also have a NoFap policy. It's what the Proud Boys do. They also have a NoFap policy. It's what religious orthodoxy usually tries to teach you, and it's been proven time after time to be incredibly unhealthy. Very, very unhealthy. Not good to do that. You're just going to have a whole bunch of very angry, strange men running around denying their natural body functions. Like this guy wouldn't have another video series about why it's better for you if you don't shit as much. So try, if you can, to go 7 days without shitting, because you will maintain the purity and essence of absorbing more nutrients from your food. And that's just the natural way. And once you can achieve 30 days of this with, concentration, then truly you will be the alpha male. There's only one way, right? It's that or death by shitting. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Can you do the thing, that thumbs up and comment and all those things that help us out in the algorithm that controls every aspect of our lives? Also, if you happen to have a Facebook account, can you delete it? Like, just delete it. You should probably delete your Facebook account, because it's not a great company. But hey, if you can't do that for whatever reason, I understand. And could you also go to facebook.com/thesurftimes then and give us a little like and a follow. We're just trying to push back against the fact that people like Ben Shapiro happen to dominate the platform entirely. And when everyone asks, why do older generations believe the things they believe? One of the problems is the majority of them on social media use Facebook. So to counter that, we're just going to be on there too now. Also, if you happen to have a union or a worker co-op or even a leftist project, podcast, website, Zoom, MySpace, it doesn't matter. We will advertise it for free on this channel. All you got to do is go to weareserfs.com and use the forms that we got there, weareserfs.com. Thanks, everybody.
To our glorious gods, Xander Corvus and I'm Rav, may you shower us with glory and smite our enemies. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we serve at your leisure, your grace. To our lords, Toefox, Bisexual Black Gamer, Jimothy K. Meeble Beeps Jr., Ryan Lubin, Trevor R., Jeffrey Lamb, Alexander Thaler, and Hans Josephine, we shall carry your banner high into the fields of battle. To our Knights of the Round Table, Timothy Hart, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophagic, Saren 42, Chronic de Hemphog, Kale Kotka, The Great Pudini, Phone Jenny, Catherine, Radical Maniac, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, J. Fraser Cartwright, Thomas Barrington, Jimmy Bignuts, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Political Puppy, Andreas Chitoro, Goofalankius, Zach Christensen, Nicholas Marks, Yopi, Josh Mickelson, Melissa Murphy, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Constance Joyce Lacheris. We lift our glasses of ale and we salute you.